hold on and I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jazmine Michelle and I'm back again today with another video. If you guys already read the title, then you know what this video is going to be about. I was on my Facebook earlier and some Facebook memories popped up, and one of them just so happened to be my veneer video. So I thought the video was from a year ago today. So I thought this is actually the perfect time to do an updated video on that. I know there are probably some people out there that are wondering how I feel about them now, or like if I wish I didn't do it, blah blah blah. Just my opinion on them now a year later, because things definitely do change, you experience different things, and yeah, so that's what my video is going to be about today. So first off, I'm gonna say about a year ago I was in the process of wedding planning and blah blah blah. I was really unhappy with my teeth. I will insert a picture here if I can. I don't know, I just didn't like how gapped they were. I didn't like the shape of them. It was all around, I just didn't like them. So I decided to look into getting veneers. I had looked around probably for about a couple months, almost a full year I think I've been looking around. I never actually went through with it before this point because I felt like, first of all, it's expensive. That's the main reason why, and because I wanted to find a doctor or a dentist that I knew would do it correctly. So I had found a dentist, which was Le Chic Dentistry, located in Los Angeles, that I had at the time thought did a really amazing job. The thing is the people that I seen them work on were they were Instagram famous type people. They were either just getting individual teeth or like double teeth. They weren't doing a whole top row of their mouth like I did. I decided to go into this dentist and just kind of talk with them, get a consultation. I drove out there. It was about an hour and a half. And once I got there, they kind of looked at my teeth, and she pretty much, or I don't remember, I think it was the woman. She told me I was a candidate. Obviously I could get them done, but because my teeth were so gapped, they were going to be a little bigger, which I figured naturally my teeth are pretty small to begin with, so I figured getting the bigger teeth wouldn't be a big deal. I had also seen from another doctor who was further, probably like in New York or something. I figured I'm not gonna be able to get out there, so I ended up I ended up going with the LA dentist. The dentist in New York, they did this thing called no prep veneers, where it's like they don't do anything to your bottom teeth, like your natural teeth. They just put the veneers on top of them. And that's initially what I went in wanting. That way if I ever decided that I wanted to take the veneers off, I could do so, and I could have my natural teeth. So I went into this consultation, and I'm going and they examine my mouth, blah blah blah. They tell me, you know, do you want to start now? And I'm so impulsive and so just eager, and I wanted to have a perfect smile by the time my wedding came around, and I'm just an impulsive mess is what I will call myself, because that's exactly what I am. I decided to go through with it. So me doing that, my husband wasn't there. I didn't let my husband know, nothing, or at the time he wasn't my husband, but I decided to go through with it. So all in all, I ended up getting 8 top veneers, and as you can see, there's a color difference. My top teeth are a lot wider than my bottom teeth, but I'll get into that in a second. Anyways, they go in and they're like, okay, we're gonna numb your mouth, we're gonna get you ready for your veneers or whatever. And so they put the shots, start prepping my teeth, which is something that I didn't initially want, but I don't know, as I was in the moment, I didn't want to be like, stop, let's do some, I want these kind, because I don't think they do that kind, and I just wanted them, so I did it then. And just impulsive I did it, and I shouldn't have. I should have waited. Pretty much, if you want to know the whole full story, I guess you can go watch my previous video. I will link it here, and I'll link it down in the description box, or I'll have a card up here that you can just click on to watch it. Initially, they put on the temporaries, and I hated them. I thought they were so ugly. They didn't look nice. They looked like my old teeth, but worse. Really bad. And I don't have a good picture. If I can find one, I'll put it in here. So they just looked horrible, and I was so sad at the fact that I had went through with it, and my teeth, they're different. I can never go back to my old teeth. I'd never be able to go back to them, because they ended up doing the normal veneers where they file your teeth down. That was 2 weeks I had the temporaries on, I believe. And I was miserable the whole time. So I'm excited to finally get my actual veneers on and finally get them on, and as soon as I get them on, I instantly just want to cry. I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I look completely different. I hate the way my face looks now. I hated everything about the way they look. I mean, obviously they look nice. They look like nice teeth, but it wasn't necessarily me anymore. It didn't feel like me. It felt like, I don't know, just it changed the way I seen myself. So I was upset for a little bit. I ended up getting used to them. I mean, I'm more used to them now than I was back then, obviously, because I've had them for about a year now. But my overall thoughts on the whole process is, if I could go back and change it, I would. I would go back and change it to where I don't necessarily go the route of veneers, like full-on veneers. Maybe I do the no prep veneers, or even just maybe try getting braces. Like when I was younger, I had braces on my forefront teeth only. So it closed all my gaps up, but I still just didn't like the shape of my teeth. So that's another story in itself. But so after I got the forefront braces off, it was like 4 brackets only. Once I got those off, they said that I needed to go back for phase 2. I never went back for phase 2, so they never gave me a retainer, and my teeth ended up spreading out again. Like you see in the picture, they were really gapped. And also, when I was in high school, I had a tooth removed from right here. Like if I smile, it's one of those teeth that you can see. So I had that one taken out, and with that gap being there, they all started just spreading in, like there was more room, so they all spread it out even more. With the veneers, they did this thing where they took one tooth and they connected it to like, it's like a bridge. So there's a tooth in there that isn't connected into my teeth or my gums, because there's a gap there. So I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like my tooth is here, and then there's a gap here, and then my other tooth. I put it on this tooth, and then there's like a bridge tooth here. So it just fills in the gap so you can't see the gap. I've had some trouble with that itself, because if I eat on this side, or I remember I think I was chewing rice or something, and then the bridge had cracked. So that whole tooth came off, and it was just my open gap. So I had to go back out there, and they refixed it, whatever, no problem. They didn't recharge me for it, because obviously it's not my fault. I feel like this is all over the place. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying before, if I could go back and change it, I would. I know that if I went back, I would still be unhappy. I would still be unhappy with the way my teeth looked. I wouldn't have known that I wouldn't have wanted to go this route unless I took this route, if that makes any sense, you know? I don't know, I think that social media and stuff like that, a lot of different things had a lot to do with, or has a lot to do with the way how other people perceive themselves, and everyone wants to be this image of perfect. And to myself, or to a lot of other people, like you to you, and you to you, and you to you, and me to me, it never seems like we're like perfect enough for like social media standards, which is really weird to say, and I don't know if a lot of people feel that way, but I feel like a lot of people do feel that way. So you want to change things, and you want to make yourself look different, and for me, it literally never works out well for me. I always change something, and then I'm like, eesh, I don't like that. So I don't know, I've come to a point where it's just like, I'm becoming happy with myself now. I have made mistakes along the way, obviously. I can't go back and change my smile, that's just what it is. I am going to get my bottom teeth whitened as soon as I can. With pregnancy, I can't do that right now, so I have to wait until I'm not pregnant anymore. They had given me this whitening stick to like whiten my bottom teeth, and it was supposed to work, but it didn't work. So yeah, I have yellower teeth on the bottom, and then my teeth on top are more white. I don't necessarily hate my smile. Like, I think it's a nice smile, but I just think that it's overly fake. Like, it just doesn't look, if you look closely at it, it doesn't look natural. I don't know, I can tell, and I feel like everyone else looking at me can tell that it's not a natural smile. And I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm just like in my own head. But if I had the money at this moment to go back and get them recorrected by another doctor, I probably would, because I want them to be more, have more character to them. They're really like, what's the word? They're all the same. Like, there's no character to them. They all just look the same. And I also now, it's like a really, like, I feel like it's kind of a large overbite. Like, my teeth, the top ones, they end like at my gums. And I feel like naturally your teeth are not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be able to smile and see your bottom teeth still. And I also feel like they kind of overextend out of my mouth a little bit when I feel like they should be pushed back a little bit. I mean, it's just little things that I noticed over the course of having them. Like I said, I think that if you guys are considering veneers or anything, I would definitely try the cheaper alternative first, which would be braces, because braces is not changing something about yourself that you can never get back, which is, I don't know if this makes sense, but definitely I'll try braces first. I personally do not recommend doing veneers unless you do your research and go to like a great doctor. And I mean research like as in research for like 2 or 3 years. Like research it, because once you change it, there's no going back, and then what, you're just gonna keep spending more and more money to fix it. After I had gotten them done, I had a lot of sensitivity, like really bad sensitivity. So what I would do is I got some Colgate sensitive toothpaste, and I've been using that ever since I got them done, and the sensitivity is pretty much gone at this point. I don't have it anymore, which is cool because that is not fun. I used to always have to drink through a straw, and now I do still drink the straws, but not as frequently, and I just do it because I want to now. Yeah, so my overall experience with these teeth have been up and down. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I can't go back and change anything now. It just kind of has to be what it is. Yeah, man, I feel like everyone should just kind of be happy with the way that they were born, because it gives you some type of uniqueness. And honestly, a lot of this comes from my husband. My husband gives me a lot of like confidence, and he just wants me to be me. Like, you know, he didn't fall in love with the social media like beauty person. He fell in love with me, and he wants me to be the same way that I am forever. And me being me, I just always want to change everything, and that he doesn't like that. So I mean, I can't be mad that he wants me to be me. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm embracing myself, loving myself, and yeah, I think that everyone else should do the same thing. I think there's no better you than you, and nobody else can be you. So stop trying to be somebody else, because all you're gonna do is end up unhappy and broke. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any questions that you guys would like answers to about as far as veneers and my experience, if I left anything out and you guys want to know, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be responding to all of your comments. Yeah, I just really wanted to make this video, get you guys updated, because I know there have been questions as to how I feel about them now a year later, would I have done it still, blah blah blah. So that's pretty much my update. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Until then, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Peace.
Just fight a little longer.